Okay, so although the market is very bullish today, you still need to pay attention to this movement over here because the main market indices are losing momentum right after reaching the resistance levels we warned about yesterday here in this channel. So what does this mean? Well, in short, it means that you should take it easy and that it is always good to have a dose of skepticism with us right here, right now. So let us analyze the market calmly, without stress, without emotions, because what is the antidote to fear, anxiety, and stress in the market? Well, it is a good strategy, and that's precisely what this channel is all about. You are watching the Finance Hydra channel, where you receive unbiased analysis every single day to help you trade strategically. My name is Nathan. Welcome to another daily study. And yes, we see SPY losing momentum right below this key point over here, below the 21-day EMA, below the 539, the previous support level over here, now a clear resistance level for the SPY. So we have a double resistance level preventing SPY from a better recovery, for a true meaningful bullish reversal. So as long as we see SPY trading below this double resistance level, we are not going to see a meaningful bullish recovery. The main medium-term trend will remain bearish, all right? And that's why I'm telling you guys, we need to be skeptical. We need to be careful over here. Yes, SPY is going up 1.55%. Okay, that's quite good. However, we did a false breakout of this double resistance level. Today's candle, although we are going up, today's candle is clearly bearish. We see a possible shooting star candle pattern, which is a statistically reliable bearish candlestick pattern if triggered. So if you ask me, Nathan, what if tomorrow we see SPY losing today's low, leaving this double resistance level behind above the price? In this case, we are going to confirm a top signal, suggesting that this rally over here was just, in the end, it was just another dead cat bounce, because that's what SPY has been doing so far. Since we started this bear trend, we see a leg down and then a recovery to the 21-day EMA area. We see another leg down, another recovery, another leg down, another recovery, another leg down, another recovery. So what's next? In theory, we are supposed to seek lower levels, especially if we trigger a top signal over here, right below this double resistance level. Now you may ask again, Nathan, what it takes for the SPY to convince you that we are going to turn bullish from here, that we could avoid a sharper correction? Guys, we gotta see a very nice, a very strong, very powerful bullish candle tomorrow or in the next few days, breaking and closing above this double resistance level. Only then I will personally be more convinced about a possibility of a reversal, because we could see in this scenario, we are going to see a higher high, higher low, right? The first higher high, higher low since SPY started to collapse in February over here. Okay, so since then, we are doing nothing but lower highs, lower lows, right? Consistently below the 21-day EMA. However, if we break this moving average, if we make a higher high, higher low, then all right, then I will finally be more convinced about a meaningful recovery, a meaningful reversal, and of course, about the possibility of a bottom signal on the weekly chart over here above this double support level, okay? Only then. But guys, remember, real trading is reactive. It is not predictive. We can't predict the future. That's the main source of stress, right? We are always trying to predict the future. We don't know how to deal with uncertainty, right? And guys, the situation is very simple, okay? If we see technical evidence confirming a bullish reaction, confirming the breakout of this double resistance level, then all right, then we will probably turn bullish again. We're going to see SPY seeking higher levels. Only then I will be more convinced about a meaningful recovery, okay? But so far, in the absence of technical evidence to the contrary, the trend is still very bearish. The trend remains bearish, all right? So in theory, we are supposed to seek lower levels from here, but hey, who knows? We'll see, right? If tomorrow we see a miraculous reaction, fantastic. I will be very happy. But guys, so far there is no technical evidence confirming a bullish reversal yet. Okay, maybe we will see tomorrow, maybe in the next few days, but right now there is none. The QQQ shares the very same chart structure. We see lower highs, lower lows, right? Below the 21-day EMA, which is acting as a quite reliable resistance level since March 25 over here for 1 month right now. So, okay, if we see tomorrow or by Friday, the QQQ making a very strong, powerful, bullish reaction, leaving the 21-day EMA below the price, breaking the 467, triggering a bullish pivot point, a higher high, higher low, then fantastic. Then we are going to make a very nice, very reliable, from a statistical point of view, bullish reversal chart pattern, suggesting a nice rally ahead. But in the absence of such reaction, guys, QQQ is still in bearish territory. As far as I know, if we make a top signal over here by losing today's low, by leaving the 448 above the price, guys, we are going to confirm another bearish reaction, suggesting a retest of our support level at 413. Okay, so that's how I see the situation. So guys, apparently it all depends on the direction of the next breakout. If we see an upwards breakout of our short-term resistance levels on SPY and on the QQQ, okay, we can reverse this bearish bias. However, if we lose today's low, if we lose our support levels, it's over, okay? We are going to possibly continue the bearish momentum because that's precisely what's going on right here, right now on the indices, okay? They are making lower highs, lower lows, and I always tell you guys, here we are trend trackers, okay? Our trading style relies on tracking the main trend, and the main trend right now is bearish. We could see a nice reversal ahead, yes we could, but we can't count too much on this scenario, okay? Therefore, let's not expect much of this market, but I do understand that if we see a bullish pivot point on the daily chart, we could see SPY and the QQQ making bottom signals above their support levels on the weekly chart, okay? Because that's what we see on the weekly chart, all right? So again, we gotta be very skeptical, but if we see the confirmation of a bottom signal over here, many tech stocks will look very good, or very, very good. We see many tech stocks near support levels trying to make bullish reactions, okay? So if this scenario materializes on the QQQ, we could see many new opportunities in the near future. But again, we gotta wait for more confirmation, all right? That's the main difference between traders and gamblers. Gamblers trade without confirmation, without knowing where their stop loss is going to be, where their target is going to be, all right? They just do things blindly, completely lost. Real professionals always wait for confirmation, even if that means that they are going to sacrifice part of their gains. And of course, we always set stop loss and targets even before the trade triggers, okay? So even before placing the trade. Therefore, I always tell you guys, set your stop loss, set your target, know what you are doing. use the risk reward relationship in your favor, not against you. Okay, use the technical analysis to understand the risk of every single one of your trades, and then you will trade strategically, without emotions, without fear. There is no reason to be afraid anymore, because you are following a good strategy. Now guys, Nvidia, as far as I know, is insanely bearish. Okay, we are still making lower highs, lower lows. The 21-day EMA is still above the price. We are nowhere near the 21-day EMA right now. So, guys, we are very bearish. If we see Nvidia, guys, if we see Nvidia making a better, meaningful chart structure on the 1 hour chart, yes, we do see a possible head and shoulders chart pattern, right? But this is still not clear to me. Right now, we are still struggling a lot around the 100s, because apparently the $100 is the most important inflection point for Nvidia. Right now, we see Nvidia's price struggling around this area, okay? And guys, remember, it is an area, all right? It is not a magical number that is going to work as a magical support or resistance level. The $100 area is critical for Nvidia. If we see on the daily chart a better, stronger, more powerful bullish reaction above the 100s, then okay. Nvidia will possibly turn bullish again, but for now, we see Nvidia struggling around the $100, finding a resistance level below the 104. See the 104 support level from here, resistance here, and here again. So this key point is acting as another resistance level, as a key resistance level again. So guys, this is not a meaningful good bullish reaction, all right? There are other stocks making better reactions over here. Nvidia is looking very weak. It is not giving us a clear entry point. I don't see any opportunity to buy or to sell right now. So it feels like we are stabilizing around the 100s, okay? There is nothing clear yet. Maybe when we look at the weekly chart, we see another possible bottom signal over here above the 90s support level. But guys, we are far away from triggering this bottom signal. We are not making any clear reaction on the daily chart. I'm so sorry, not weekly chart, on the daily chart. So Nvidia is not a good buy. It is not a good sell. I'm just waiting for another clearer opportunity on it, okay? So far, we are just stabilizing near a support level, near the 100s, and this is it, okay? And guys, remember, Nvidia is a high beta stock. It is vulnerable to the broad market's sentiment, just like Tesla, right? Nvidia and Tesla, these two stocks are quite similar, okay? They are both high beta stocks. They are both tech stocks. They are struggling around their inflection points, so we don't see any clear movement on these stocks right now, but I do see many other stocks performing very well. Okay, for instance, guys, recently on our Telegram channel, I did recommend many low beta stocks with low correlation to the market, like Dollar General, for instance. We bought down here. It is very close to our target right now. Tyson Foods, another phenomenal stock, low beta stock, extremely boring, right? It is performing very well so far. We bought it recently. Ulta Beauty, another phenomenal stock, which we bought near the 21-day EMA. We are now, it is near our resistance level, right? Always buy near support, sell near resistance level. See, guys, Signal Group over here, we bought down here as well near the 21-day EMA. It is also performing very well. So guys, there are always opportunities in this market. And honestly, I already told you guys this. I'm from Brazil, right? I'm Brazilian. Here, our stock market is very small compared to the US stock market. Here in Brazil, sometimes we have days when we simply can't find any any opportunity. But in the US stock market, there are hundreds, thousands of stocks, and we see opportunities every single day. All right, every single day. That's incredible. I love the US stock market. So although we don't see opportunities in the most popular stocks like Nvidia, Tesla, AMD, Palantir, etc., we still can find opportunities if we know where to look. Therefore, you can trade with us. You can join our Telegram channel. You can join our group by joining our educational project, the 5% project. You will receive our signals and strategies firsthand. Each signal with a very well-defined strategy, okay, with a clear strategy. Everything we do is aimed at mitigating losses and maximizing profits, working with technique and risk control. I guarantee that you will never feel fear or stress in the market again, because you will no longer be alone or trade blindly in this market. So come and learn how to trade professionally and strategically with us. The service is totally free to try. It's free. You pay nothing for 7 days. And I am only doing this because I am pretty confident that I can help you in this, with that, okay? With trading strategically, knowing which stocks to trade, right? We can help you with that. We have hundreds of traders with us over there, and they are already making consistent profits in this market. So know our service. For more information, take a look at our website. The link is in this video's description, okay? Just take a look over there, see if you like it. And by the way, we are swing traders, all right? We are not day traders. So when I share any signal on our Telegram channel, you can take your time, all right? There is no, guys, there is no rush. There is no pressure, okay? See the signal, study the strategy, because I always send you guys many details on how we work, all right? See if you like it, and then in the next day, you can trade the stock I recommend, okay? Just take your time, see if you like the service. Again, the link is below in this video's description, all right? So, and guys, back to our analysis over here, we see Nvidia doing nothing. Tesla is around the 21-day EMA. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. But there is no meaningful bullish reaction yet. Nathan, are you crazy? We are going up 5%. Yes, we are, but this candle is still bearish, okay? On the 1-hour chart, we see the possibility of finally higher highs, higher lows, right? But today, we did explode after earnings, right? The volatility was very high, so there is no clear signal to me yet, at least right now, but guys, as far as I know, if Tesla loses today's low again, we could see a top signal suggesting more correction to the 218, okay? If we lose today's low, all right? If we lose this candle's low, okay, 218 is going to be our next support level. Conversely, if we see a nice breakout of today's high, a nice bullish candle above the 21-day EMA, okay, in this case, and only in this case, I would be more convinced that Tesla is going to fly again and seek higher levels, maybe the 274, maybe the 291. But guys, we will only see confirmation of this movement tomorrow, okay? Today, there is no clear reaction on these stocks. And by the way, I'm here every single day, all right? So if you are still not a subscriber, consider subscribing, because we are here every single day sharing many ideas, many insights on SPY, QQQ, Tesla, Nvidia, AMD, Palantir, etc. And guys, every single day, unbiased analysis. Here we analyze the market as it is. No panic, no stress, right? I'm not going to try to stress you guys over here to make you feel panic or euphoric. No, we just analyze the market, and we try to design strategies for possible scenarios. Okay, that's what we do. And I always tell you guys, use stop loss, use targets, okay? Know where your target's going to be, your stop loss is going to be, okay? Always work strategically in this market. So that's how I see the situation right now. And the AMD, for instance, has a very clear top signal right below the 21-day EMA. See, AMD is insanely bearish. Lower highs, lower lows, right? We can't make higher highs, higher lows. We are only making lower highs, lower lows. By making a top signal below the 21-day EMA, AMD will trigger another top signal suggesting another correction to the $81. Okay, and this is what we do on our Telegram channel, by the way. For instance, I see AMD as a possible top signal right now, okay? You know what? If you tell me, Nathan, I want to sell AMD, I will sell AMD tomorrow. If we lose today's low, if we close below today's low, all right, it will show confirmation of this top signal. In this case, I'm going to short it. My target will be $81. My stop loss will be above today's high, near the 21-day EMA, around $93.74. Do you realize that the risk-reward ratio of such trade is very good? Your stop loss will be right here. The target will be the $81. So the risk-reward relationship is of 2.41. So for every single dollar you are risking on this trade, you are going to make $2.41 if the trade goes right. So do this every single time in this market, and then you finally achieve long-term consistency. Okay, if you do this, and if you have a solid trading strategy, if you have a solid track record, all right, if you have a nice win rate, okay, fantastic. That's the secret for long-term consistency, okay? Do trades like this, and you will be a consistently profitable trader in this market, all right? Now, you may say, Nathan, I want to be bullish on AMD. Okay, if we see AMD breaking today's high, breaking the 21-day EMA, I see AMD as a buy, because we may see a possible bullish pivot point, a higher high, higher low on the daily chart. Okay, where is your stop loss, my friend? Below today's low. Because I know that if we lose today's low, we are going to trigger this shooting star candle pattern, this stop signal suggesting more correction to the $81. So I want to buy at today's high. If we break today's high, set a stop loss below the $90, and my target will be, I don't know, 115 maybe, right? We have earnings in 13 days, so maybe we are not gonna get there, but maybe around the 104. All right, the previous top signal, the previous top level from April over here. Okay, fantastic. You are totally right. The risk-reward relationship of such trade would be off, let me calculate, 1 second, would be off 2.65. Fantastic. See, the potential reward is way bigger than the risk. So you are totally right. Go for it. Okay, guys, who am I to disagree with a clear trading strategy? That's what we do every single day in our Telegram channel, so no worries, okay? There is no reason to feel stressed, to feel anxious, to wonder about the future. Okay, the future does not exist. No one cares about the future. It all depends on the current price action, okay? So here's a very simple strategy on AMD for you guys to use. Now, Palantir. Palantir looks very good because, yes, we are breaking this resistance level. We are breaking the $98, suggesting a recovery to the 125. The only problem over here is that Palantir is going to report earnings in 12 days. So maybe the volatility will increase a lot until when we report earnings, all right? So the volatility will increase a lot, and maybe it is not going to reach the 125 in time. But still, we are very bullish. We are maintaining the bullish bias. We are above the 21-day EMA. We are above the $89. So we are looking very good right now. If Palantir loses these two support levels in the future, okay, it is going to completely reject any possibility of a bullish reaction over here. But so far, we are maintaining the bullish bias. So good, okay? So far, so good. 125 is our next technical target. Now, IWM, it's been a while since I don't analyze it here on this channel, so let me erase all the previous studies, okay? We see, guys, we see a double resistance area around the 197 near the 21-day EMA. We see a shooting star below these key points over here. So IWM is showing a very weak signal to us. Now, if you ask me, if we see IWM closing above the 192 resistance level, making a bullish pivot point official on the daily chart, I would be way more optimistic, all right? Maybe IWM could even trigger a buy signal. But for now, guys, we see only a bearish reaction, a top signal in a resistance area. So I don't like IWM right now. I see many other stocks way more interesting, which I did share on our Telegram channel, by the way. So guys, right now IWM is not for me, at least. Super microcomputer, we have a clear resistance level below the $34, below the 21-day EMA. We are losing momentum below this resistance level, making a not Dragonfly Doji, I'm so sorry. This is a Gravestone Doji, a classic bearish reversal candle pattern. So, okay, top signal below resistance level. This is not good. If super microcomputer loses today's low tomorrow, closing below it, guys, we are going to make a top signal official, suggesting more correction to the $25, and that's going to be catastrophic for the stock. So we gotta be extremely careful in this context. Nathan, if we see this stock making making a bullish reaction tomorrow, closing above the 34, closing above today's high, would you see this as a good signal? Yes, I would. Maybe even a buy signal. But for now, there is no such reaction, okay? Either way, I will be here every single day talking about many stocks. So remember, subscribe, click the like button, join our Telegram channel for more analysis, for more content, for premium signals and strategies on many stocks that are outside of everybody else's radars, okay? So just take a look over there. See you guys tomorrow, my dear friends. Stay safe. Bye-bye.